Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your man Soul here. Welcome back to the channel. You know what it is when you clicked it. Today we got a quick hit for you. So we all know Naxx is getting a health and a damage increase, right? And while I don't think there's a real way to check how much the damage increase is for current beta Naxx versus original Naxx, I think we can check the health. I do want to say something real quick. This is actually an edit for the previous video that I posted. Shout out to, I believe the gentleman's name is David Hernandez for doing a quick math edit in the comments for me, so I kind of had to update real quick. But anyway, as we can see here, I have original Wrath Patchwork. We have his 10 and 25 man health values, 10 at 4.3 mil, 25 at 13 mil, a little over 13 mil. And then if we check in beta Naxx, shout out to Wisdom Cube, I'm going to use his video for a second here, we can kind of see the health values here, and here it's going to be about 16.95 mil, right? So that's the difference. So we have 13 mil, a little over 13 mil for original 25 man Patchwork, and now we have 16.95 for quote unquote current Patchwork. We don't know if that's the actual health value. We all will see when this goes live, but this is the best estimate we can get right now, right? So before I mixed up my math a little bit, but you know, now that we figure some things out, and I'm leaving nothing to error because I do not proclaim to be a math whiz, but I do know how to use the internets. And here I have my little percentage change calculator, and as you can see, the new number, which would be the current beta health value of Patchwork, versus the old number, which is the 13 mil, is an increase of about 3.9 mil, or in percentages, a 30% increase in his health. So that's not saying that he has a 30% increase in damage. Again, I don't think there's a real way to kind of figure that out. If there is, someone can let me know, but there wasn't Worldcraft logs back then, so I don't know if you can really dig that deep to see what the damage logs were. I guess there's a roundabout way you could do it. You can go into like old videos, look at how hard he's hitting for, then go into a new video, look how hard he's hitting for, and kind of average it out. But that's a lot. And I feel like that might be, kind of inaccurate. You don't know what, the tank's gear is. You don't know. There's a lot of factors to take into place with that. So for now on, I think we're just going to play it safe and look at the actual numbers we can compare, which is the health. And as you can see here, it's about a 30% increase. And I think this is pretty consistent with a lot of the bosses, because I did also check a noob recon, so we can actually move this out the way here. I did want to double check just to make sure. Whoop, didn't mean to hit play. I did want to make sure. So like if we type in Wrath Lich King beta a noob recon, boom, and we'll also use Wisdom Cube. His videos are pretty clear. Shout out to the man Wisdom Cube. Boom. All right, so let's pause it right there, so we can see a noob recon at about 8.7 mil. 8.7 mil for 25 man. He doesn't have as much health as Patchwork. He wasn't the DPS race. So, and then if we compare that 8.75, let me just type that number into the calculator off screen here. So that would be the new number. 8792 322. I'm sure Editor Soul is going to zoom into all this, so if you can't see it right now, don't worry, I'm going to have this zoomed in. Don't you worry. And then we're going to do some quick internet research, and we're going to look up my guy, Anub Rakan. I always want to say Anubarak, but I have to remind myself that it's Anub Rakan. So, Anub Rakan. Here we go. So as we can see here, when it says normal and heroic, it just means 10 and 25. Yeah, so don't get confused. There's no heroic Naxx Ramus, so it just means 10 and 25. So if we see the 10 man is 2.2, the 25 man is 6.7. So if we plug that into the good old percentage calculator here, and I'm going to move it back on screen, we can also see that this number, the difference between them two, is 30%. So it looks like it's pretty consistent. I know that's not every boss, I only checked 2, but it looks like it's pretty consistent with a 30% increase for boss health. As far as what damage is, I guess we'll just have to see, and see what kind of damage people are taking, which we actually can do. If you look at beta logs, you can see how hard the bosses are hitting, so you can kind of really plan around it. Like if you're sitting with your guild and you're trying to figure out, all right, how hard are these bosses gonna be hitting the tanks, or how much DPS is going to be required, you can kind of map it out. But yeah, as we can see, it's about a 30% increase for health. Don't know what damage is, just for health. But that's really it for the video. If you found this video helpful in any kind of way and you want to see more content, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps the channel out greatly. Other than that, you guys have been great. I've been Soul, and I'm out. Peace.